Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਠੀਕ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ ਤੇ in this video I'm gonna tell you about Coop, how we find Coop, what is Coop all about, and what we are doing in so expensive resort like JW Marriott. So let's start the video. Now, Coop is something which is related to have your experience in your field, in your like if your course is tourism, you need to have experience in that field, right? And if your course is hospitality, you need to have experience in that field. In some courses, Coop is necessary, but in some it's not. Like in our course, it was mandatory, so we had to choose course. But if your course has Coop like exit, you can take exit of Coop, but it is like it is a good opportunity to add experience to your like resume afterwards, like you had done a Coop or if the like placement or Coop is provided by your college, then it is mostly unpaid. Like it is, some placements are like of 2 months, 3 months, it depends all upon your course, like what is your course all about. But in my course, my Coop was only one and it was of 4 months. It's like I'm doing it right now between my semesters, like after 2 semesters I am doing my Coop. But some people choose to do Coop after their 4 semesters at the end of their course, like some of my friends did. They were not able to find their Coop, so that's why they choose it at the end of the semester. Now Coop, when you come to like Canada, in immigration you get your work permit, work term record, for the work term record you get your work permit in the immigration only, and in your passport it will be, the visa would be of SWP, belong to hospitality, tourism and culinary, because it is of one branch only. It is hospitality only, branches of hospitality only. So I was not able to find Coop back in my city, so that's why I need to shift to another city. But if you find your Coop in your city, it's best. Like how do you find your Coop? It mostly depends like on your college. Most of the college arranges job fair, like my college did. There was a job fair, that's why I came to know about like there are such so many resorts there, like JW Marriott, Friday Harbor, Blue Mountain. I was able to know about these type of resorts from my job fair only, because when we came to Canada, we don't know anything, right? We don't know anything, but resort is here, but resort is in another city. So that's why from job fair we get to know about like this resort exists or this exists in this city. We can apply to this resort. Yeah, you can even find jobs in Indeed also, in job websites also, and job fair also. Mostly college arranges job fair to get to know you about knowledge of what you are gonna do in like your Coop, what is your Coop about, and in which field, in which resorts you are gonna get placed. If you find Coop by yourself, it's paid. If you find Coop by your college, it's unpaid. And nobody can do unpaid job here, right? In Canada, it's difficult to survive without getting money, right? Because you have to pay for everything, for even drinking water, for electricity also. So it's difficult. Before your Coop period starts, like before your Coop term starts, I did that. Like I choose to find Coop like 3 months before my Coop was gonna start, because I should feel secure. Like I have my job, right? I have the Coop, and you need to even give this thing like you are gonna do Coop to your work from like from where, from which you were earning before. You need to tell them also like you are gonna do Coop, and you need to go outside the city or you will be in the city. You need to tell to everyone, your professor also. You need to get your Coop approved by professor also. Like if your Coop is not approved, you can't do Coop, because your hours wouldn't go in like your work done record, right? So it wouldn't matter if you do, if you don't approve your Coop by professor and you are doing Coop. You need to firstly approve your Coop by your professor. So that's why they would be able to know that. Like Alpha Pharma Coop and like JW Marriott, you will first set up for the interview. If you are finding your Coop by yourself, you will be set up for your interview. After you get selected for your interview, you will get to know about like you are doing Coop in this thing or in that thing. I preferably I preferably chose to like to apply to 2 or 3 resorts, so that's why I chose 2 resorts and I got selected in both only. So it was difficult for me to choose between two, and I was selected in Blue Mountain and JW Marriott, so I decided for the JW Marriott because it was like 5-star hotel, 5-star resort, and it was a good experience. You know, experience matter most in your resume, right? Some, if you are having cope and you are doing cope exit, you won't be having any experience in your field, and I decided to have experience in my field. After all, my cope was mandatory also, but it would add experience in my field, right? In my resume after 2 years I would be able to like to show that I did job and I have experience in such a resort, right? Because if you are doing cope, like if you are getting to know about these jobs from a job fair, that means they are having the tie-ups with your college. Like if I saw them in my job fair, if I'm seeing them in job fair like in JW Marriott or Blue Mountain, they are having tie-ups with our colleges, and they need to like, if they are, it's, you have to complete your hours, which is like 560 hours, and it is necessary to complete your hours. If you are not completing your hours, you need to come back after 2 years to complete your hours. And they are having types with your college, and they wouldn't uh, like down their reputation in your college. So the first thing is that, yeah, cope is like, if you are having cope exit also, I will recommend you to choose cope because you will have experience in that field. And that was my point. And cope is all about having experience. It's all about having experience to grow up. Like if I wouldn't have choose cope, I wouldn't be knowing about this thing exists in Muskoka, because I was also new here. It is like 8 months I am in Canada, and I was also new. I didn't even knew what this place exists in Canada, because in India we didn't heard about this city Muskoka. So you will get to know about many things. If you are doing cope, you will have experience. Like I am experiencing such a new things in this resort. Yeah, you will get to know about people also, you will get to know about cities also, you will get to know about the everything that in cope. You will get to know about experience, which matters most. Yeah, and cope is all about this thing. I would personally recommend to choose cope without doing cope exit. Some people choose to go do cope after 4 months. It depends on you, because I was like, I will do cope when my friends are doing, like they all were doing after 2 semesters, and it would be easy for me like to do cope after 2 semesters because there would be somebody with me. Or, and if I am doing cope after like 4 semesters, then it's like you are having no one. I try to have my cope with my friends, so that I would be with them in every semester. Like if I would be having cope exit, then maybe. And one point is also this: if you are not able to find your like cope, you should message them, you should email them, or you should go to their job sites to know about the career and or everything. You should email them your resume, so they will, I will say, like 90% of like HRs or managers will contact you if you tell them like you saw them in college and you were in this college. And yeah, they talk like, you should tell them that you saw them and you should send your resume. I'm like 90% sure like they will respond to you, they will set your interview personally. And I would recommend this thing rather than applying. Yeah, so that was it for the video, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care, bye.